Hey there, welcome back to Dimension Quest. In my last video, I installed the ROCm drivers for my AMD GPU so that I can start playing around with some of the AI ML stuff. And in this video, my focus will be on getting Docker installed. Now, as a reminder of my current work environment, this workstation is running Ubuntu 24.04. It happens to be the Studio variant, so it's Ubuntu Studio 24.04. with a pretty vanilla install other than having the Starship prompt installed, as we can see here on the screen, as well as the ROCm drivers that I installed during my last video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'll do is I'm going to use some script from the Docker website, and I'll include a link to that below. That will make sure that I have all of the older potential Docker stuff removed. So let's go ahead and paste that in here. So we can see that we're going to do a for loop for each one of these package names, and we're going to make sure that we get an apt remove on that. So we'll hit enter on that, make sure that everything's cleared up, and we can see that none of that was installed because, again, this was a fresh installed environment. Next up, we're going to set up the Docker apt repository. So again, all we have to do is copy the script from the official Docker documents here and paste them in. There we go. So we can see that we're getting an update. We're making sure that our CA certificates are installed. We're making sure that we've got curl. And we make sure we've got our key rings folder. We're getting the key ring for the Docker repository. And then we're going to add the repo into our folder down here. So let's go ahead and hit Control-J to run. I had to hit Control-J because I am using console as my terminal application here, since Ubuntu Studio comes default with KDE. All right, so that's looking good. We've already done the sudo apt-get update. Now, next thing that we'll do is do the install. So we can paste in our installation commands here. Now, I'm not sure why they're using the old syntax here. We don't have to do apt-get. We can just do sudo apt install. And let's try that. Yes, there we go. Okay, that certainly didn't take very long. Now, as an additional quick test, we'll just do a hello world run. So let's try that. Okay, great. Hello from Docker, that worked. Now let's see if we can do it as my currently logged in user account. And we can't because I don't currently have access to the Docker sock. So we need to make sure that my user gets added to the Docker group in order to be able to run Docker commands in the future. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's make sure that that actually went in there. There we go. We can see that I am now a member of the Docker group. And we can also validate it by just simply typing the groups command. Now, it's not registering in here because I haven't restarted and reinitialized the environment there. I would have to log back in order for that to take effect. So once I get logged back in, I should be able to run Docker commands without any issue. All right, thanks, and have a great day.